video, I'm going to show you how to optimize your Twitter account for the highest reply rates, not based on my opinion, but based on all the data I've collected from over 4,000 users that are using our Twitter Outreach platform. And we're going to analyze them and look at the key points that you can do to improve your own profile setup. Okay, so why should you be focusing on your profile setup? Why it matters? Okay, so when you see a DM, when you see a cold DM from anyone, the first thing you're gonna do is check out their profile. This is just natural people behavior, and they are just gonna try to see what's your social credibility score. Why should they trust you, even especially if you're running some offer where it's almost hard to believe. And so they're first just gonna try to check out the profile before they even reply to see if they should even reply. So it gives you the first impression. You have about 3 seconds before they judge whether or not they are gonna take action on what you send to them or not. And that's why it's super important. So even if most of you can check, like when you're checking call the messages for anyone else, the first thing you do is check out the profile, or at least you see the preview, right? You see the profile picture, you see if they are verified, you see how many followers they have, and the bio, So it's super important, and it's one of the key variables. The other key variables are, of course, the message itself, and then the leads you're sending the message to, if it's relevant to them or not. So it builds trust and gets you way more replies. So right now, let's actually look at some real-time examples. We're going to take them from our database that I've collected, and we'll see what they are doing with their profiles. So I just picked a few of these examples, and these are the attached reply rates they have averaged on a bigger data set. So I filtered it out for at least 1,000 DMs that were sent from these accounts, and we are going to look at the profiles. So this one is the first, that's obvious outlier, and the reason this account was able to achieve 28% reply rate is because they were messaging their own followers. So this is a little bit different scenario, but I still wanted to display it as I liked their profile setup. So we can see here that it is a branded account. Okay, so this is not usually what I recommend people to do, but as you can see, for this type of account, it worked. And they have a clean profile photo, verified, and really simple bio that just describes what they are about. And then right here, they give additional credibility score. Then in the tips, I'm going to outline everything that's important. Like you can see, they have a bunch of followers, 80,000 followers. They have, also a lot of following. So they're probably were some type of strategy when they were farming the followers. But even that, it still gives them huge credibility just by having this amount of followers. So this is a very nice looking profile. And you can see the account is not even that active itself, but it was still able to achieve very good reply rate. So overall, the keys to success for this account obviously was that they are reaching out to their followers, which is a huge plus. It's landing straight to the inbox. But it's also that they have really nailed down offer. It seems that you obviously know that they're selling some watches, and that they look very professional. So overall, this profile, you can see the key variables here that are affecting how good the reply rates are going to be. So next up, we're going to look at here on Oleg, and this is a personal profile, but it's also not super obvious. So right now, I would give you the general outlines, how the profile should look like, how it should look like, but when you actually look at the specific data, you are going to see that even for different types of profiles, they can achieve really good results. So as you can see for this guy, he doesn't have a photo of himself necessarily, but it's some art, some animation he's using. But the profile overall looks very clean. Also, you can see here, very clean what he's doing. Just a short bio, short giving you why, what he's about. You can check out, the project. He's under 20,000 followers, so that looks very good. The location and the following ratio, in my opinion, that could be a little bit improved. Always try to keep it at least 2-to-1 of followers to following. That looks always better on the eye. But even that, he's able to get real decent results. And you see he's retweeting probably some of his own project, and you can see that the profile overall looks really clean, and he was able to achieve 30% of reply rate, messaging his target audience. So even this type of profile, when you don't have like a real photo, you have some sort of animation, can perform really good. As you can see, again, verified account. This gun looks real professional. Just one thing I would do differently is try to maybe get the following down a little bit, and maybe have some, some sort of offer that you're promoting here, right here. Maybe he's just going for a networking type of message, just trying to connect with people in his industry. That in that case, this type of setup would work. So this is better, in my opinion, for like a indirect type of message. So let's look at another profile. So that's 13%. That's really good. Right now, William Adossi. You can see this guy, again, very, very good profile setup. Right off the bat, you can see just founder. That's actually the founder of that watch brand that we saw, and he's also messaging from his own profile. So you can see this guy has the Twitter branding nailed down. You can see the bio, really good, very good stats, followers, the following, that's always good. Only thing I would add is, the verification status, that could improve it. Right here, maybe some more relevant posts that would also play a big part in the outreach script itself. But overall, this profile, again, you check it out, and the social credibility goes up just because how the profile looks like. So again, very good profile setup. I would always recommend this if you have any sort of website link. You can even be putting like your YouTube link. If you have a good LinkedIn, if you have a good Instagram, anything that could increase your social credibility, always put it there. And ideally, if you're going like direct type of approach where you're sending the message you want to be sending, that's the offer right away. Ideally, have here pinned post that would outline the offer a bit more, that would give it a bit more credibility. Maybe this can be like case studies or anything like that. That also always helps. So again, very decent profile setup. And let's look at another one. So this is James Shields. And again, this profile, I would say is really, really good. Clean profile picture, maybe could be a little bit cleaner. But doesn't really matter. The banner looks very good. The bio is simple, and I know what he's selling. He's selling some cold email services. So again, very simple bio. Just link out what you can increase the credibility. The follower to following ratio incredible, and you can see his posts are very, targeted. Again, increases credibility. If you see a tweet that went viral for him, again, every tweet I look at, it's all about cold email. This guy is very focused on what he's doing. So again, the messages that he's sending out, no surprise that he's getting high reply rate. So it's really simple when you think about it like that. Just have a clean profile photo, have a theme. You can see like usually the banner and the photo, if they look similar style, it very much appeals to the eye. Have a clean, short bio. It doesn't have to be anything too crazy. You don't have to be making crazy promises in the bio. And the follower to following ratio should also be on point. The more followers you have, the higher reply rate's going to be generally, because people just we are like sheeps. We follow what other people follow, right? So the more followers you have, the more social credibility score you have, the more likely our leads to reply to you. So that's one of the best profile setups we've seen so far, in my opinion. And this is going to be 100% to cold audience. So 7.3% reply rate to cold audience is very good on Twitter. Let's look at some other examples here. I'm just going to try to quickly skim through them. I'm just giving you different looks so you can see it's not just one specific type of profile setup that can work. It actually is way more. And I'm only able to do this because I've been able to collect a bunch of data out of Twitter outreach and be able to give it to you for free, so you can analyze which type of avatar we'll choose, and you can also take inspiration from these profiles. So this one, again, I would say like branded accounts might not have the best, reply rates, but again, like it's a clean profile photo, the name, the banner, like this looks good. It doesn't give you really much to think about here. Like I don't really know what these guys are doing, but at least you can see that it's kind of focused on what they are doing. They're not getting a ton of engagement. That's kind of what I would improve. The following to follow ratio not optimal. They are verified, and yeah, maybe the audience they're reaching is just maybe knows them, or they are more primed to be getting messages from these types of accounts. But it's again, I would never know that this could work, but this type of profile setup also works. But I can see why it's a clean one, simple, not giving away too much, and the message itself is likely going to be not like necessarily a direct offer, but it might just be some simple question that could open up the conversation longer. So for that type of approach, you don't really need to say exactly what you're doing in your profile. So let's look at the last three examples we have here. Lewis. So again, this guy, I think you already know what I'm gonna say. Profile picture looks decent. It doesn't have a blue check mark, so he's missing out. The blue check mark is not just social credibility, but also gives you, higher engagements. It actually increases the amount of people you can message. It goes up like maybe 70% more people that you can message with blue check mark. And overall, I would just highly recommend, especially if you're just doing this from a single account, personal account. It's $8 a month, and it's gonna drastically increase the results you're getting. On all fronts, even on the content, even on everything. This guy doesn't seem to be too much active. Maybe he's just doing DMs. But as you can see here, some sort of credibility here again. So he probably doesn't need much more, and he's just keeping it simple. You can see the website. You can see additional credibility. Followers, that looks very, very good. So again, you can see why this account is working the way it's working, is producing really decent results for this guy, even though he's not posting anything, and he's not been posting for almost a year. So you can see content is not necessarily going to contribute towards you getting higher reply rates, as long as you have something on your feed that can just provide additional information to the people you are messaging. So really good profile setup. Again, 6.6% reply rate is still good. Like anything above 5% is gonna be a good reply rate, depending also again like what's your niche and what's your offer. But above 5% you can scale really easily. And so right here, this is gonna be some Turkish account. So I don't know exactly what the bio is, but it looks, yep. Again, very simple. Again, branded accounts. So you can see that like a lot of branded accounts are actually making their way inside of Twitter outreach, which if you would ask me a year ago, I would probably tell you that's not the best idea. But you can see here, based on data we are seeing, that it can actually work very, very good. So if you have a branded account, try to do auto from it as well. You can see that there are a lot of people that are having success with it. These guys, again, very focused on what they're doing. I think the posts look good. The aesthetics, very simple, everything. I think they are, the followers they could improve the followers. I would always do for branded, even if it's fake followers, like try to get it up to at least 1,000, 2,000. I found the sweet spot to be about 3 to 5,000. It's really, that's where you get most of the benefits. When you go past that, you don't really get that much improvement, but you get 80% of the improvement at about 3,000 followers, So that's where I would aim this towards. Again, sharing website, that's always good. So let's look at the last one we have here. So this guy, I think he got 6.4% reply rate. He's from Nigeria. This guy's probably going to be going straight to the point, and he might just have a good offer that it's hard for people to resist. And right here, I take pride in so this guy's going straight to the offer. I can imagine that his message will look like something like, can I make a free landing page for you, or can I like just straight to the point landing pages. You can see high credibility everywhere. You know, he has pinned client review. So this profile, again, very good. What I would get rid of is this. You know, following 5,400 people doesn't look very good compared to followers you have. And other than that, like, I mean, it looks good. Maybe would put it more personalized here. Maybe put your actual name here. So that could be improvement. But other than that, the profile looks very good. You can see the website. I can imagine this guy getting really, really good replies and high quality replies as well. You know, just trying to increase the credibility right off the bat, and it clearly works in. So these are the profiles I've picked to analyze. You can, you know, take inspiration from all of them. I'm not going to be sharing you what type of messages they're using, anything like that. That's of course their own business. But let's right now look at some of the steps you can do in order to get better profile setup and just take it into action steps. You know, so just watch a video, just watch the accounts that worked. Let's take into action what you can actually improve in your profile setup. I think you should already know some of these steps by now since you watched the video, but the first one should be, you know, for profile photo. So it should really be, it doesn't matter actually if it's, you know, if it's your headshot or if it's like a business profile, but it has to be high quality. Like the thing that hurts the you know, credibility most are using like a very low quality pictures. People just don't buy that nowadays. You know, they don't think that you are a bot or just something is off. So very nice high quality pictures for the profile photo. Keep it clean, keep it simple. Now, number two, 100% subscribe to X Premium. Like that's almost unconditional. If you want to be doing outreach, you can be doing way more messages per day. You have way more credibility. Your content is going to be performing much better. Just, you know, that's a no-brainer. Now, when it comes to the bio, you know, depending on what bio I have, like try to keep it clean, clear. Don't put there anything too complicated. Just keep it simple, you know. And you can have two approaches, like just as a sort of bio where you say like what are you doing, what are you working on, or a more specific one like this last guy, what are you do, like specifically for what people you work, what type of offer do you have, and that also can work. So you know there are multiple variations of this. I'm not going to tell you specific bio that you have to put there. As you can see, there are plenty of different profile setups that work. I would highly recommend you add any sort of social proof, website link. It can be out of social media website. It can be, you know, some article. It can be a lead magnet. It can be your website, your anything. But you know, it's always better to have something in there in case people just want to look through it before they reply. Now, what is hidden here is create a pinned tweet. So this is what this last guy have, and I showed it to you where he is just some sort of social credibility, or as James had before, just like pinned tweet that gone viral. So maybe he had like, you know, 90,000 views on it. That also gives you a lot of credibility that people actually listen to what you're saying. So one of these two would really be good. Now it's not required, but I would highly recommend you do so. So, and the last one is, you know, try to get the followers right. So followers following ratio, very important. You don't have to have hundreds of thousands of followers to get success. You can maybe have, even you can get away with having a few hundred as long as the following ratio is healthy. The following ratio is healthy. And yeah, as I said, I would aim towards like the 2,000 to 3,000. Even if you have to buy these followers, even if it doesn't have to be legit, I'm guaranteeing you, like for outreach, that makes a big difference. Now, if you're like trying to focus on outreach and content, I wouldn't really recommend buying the followers, anything like that. That then hurts your reach in the content game. So make your decision. What do you want to be doing there? Or you can create always additional accounts that you can be doing these things on and have them just for outreach. And that's also a very good way to go. So I've analyzed all this from our Twitter outreach platform. Now, if you want to get started today with Twitter cold outreach, we have a free version. You can start sending 50 DMs per day. Just apply these things, test out, what's working, what's not working. You can be seeing analytics for, your script. Like there are loads of variables when it comes to outreach. I have already recorded a bunch of videos about it. So if you want to try it for free. And I wish you